What is up, planet Earth and beyond? It's me, JJ here, and we are continuing our Exoforce mock. I'm going to be going through and showing you all of the little details that I did getting it to this point. As you can tell, the base is much larger, and that's just the beginning of what we are doing. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's look into what we did this week. And by week, I mean like the last month. Trying to get these videos out, but been crazy busy with work and life. Nobody really wants to just see a video of thousands of 2x4 bricks being placed. So, had to wait a little bit to get some progress done. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into that. And we started off the week by adding all of these blue tiles onto a white base here, just to kind of give an idea of a river flowing through. And we've added a bunch of Technic structure just to kind of give it a firmer foundation. I quickly realized that the scale that I want to go, the base just wasn't enough. And so here we have me adding a large portion to the base to really increase the size and scope and really give it the oomph and scale that I want. So we're going to be adding in a huge portion down the center here. I really want to make sure I have enough space to build the fortress here. And here we've gone ahead and we've added 24 studs to the width of the building here, and I think that's going to give us a lot more space to add texture and detail and just let me build the fortress at the size and scale that I want to. So rather than spending hundreds upon hundreds of dollars, as I realized quickly last night at the pick-a-brick wall, that the amount of bricks I would need to complete this was astronomical in price. I have decided to build my own bricks, and so I'm going to be using 2x2 bricks I'm going to start with 8s and then go to 6 and then go to 4 with this technique, just to kind of get the filler brick in, because I still have a lot of filler to do. And here I've gone ahead and started tiling off the area for what I want to be the giant lake that'll be in the center of the mock. Okay, so originally I was going to leave all of this white under here, just to kind of give it like a base. But after I went in and colored this, especially this part right in here, I really like how that's turned out. And so I'm debating ripping up all of this and basically making little waves similar to this throughout it. I'm probably going to regret it, because there's over like 1,000 pieces right there that I have to tear up and replace. But I think the end result will be well worth the time. It was my wife's idea, and I'm really hoping she's right. I know she will be. I have been just horrible about grabbing my phone and filming progress. But I went ahead and I built the bridge. And this bridge took several trial and error on getting the Lego math correct. I'm glad I understand Lego math now. That was something I always struggled with as a kid, as far as which bricks connect where, how, when you start working sideways, knot techniques, things like that. There's a lot of Lego math involved. I don't feel qualified to go in and address it because I'm still learning it, but I'm really pleased with how the bridge turns out. It feels really stubby in comparison with what the image that I have shown. And as I've been building this, my image has kind of evolved. I kind of want to mix what my original image was with more of a fortress. The image that I'm using really doesn't give fortress vibes, and I think that's probably why Lego didn't end up using this art that I'm specifically using to build this as reference for their actual set. However, I don't know. I'm not sold on the way that this is looking here. It's just not sturdy enough. And so I'm probably going to go in more with a fortress vibe. But that's a future project and endeavor in itself. I've gone ahead and built up a portion. This will probably be the main building. I don't want to call it the fortress because this isn't going to be the fortress. This is going to be my factory, uh, of a sense. So you have the portion of the fortress that they build the mechs, and so that's what's going to be in here once I get to that point. As you can see, I'm literally just trying to use whatever I can to build things up. Still trying not to break the bank, but failing miserably in that respect for building the scope and size that I am. It's taking significantly longer than I anticipated, and I think it's going to continue to do so, unfortunately, especially with the time of year it is. There's just a lot going on with my schedule right now. All of that aside, I went ahead yesterday and I plated this off thinking, oh, I want to plate this. And then I got looking at it this morning and I'm like, everything else is, I don't want to say tiled because I'm actually using snot techniques on most of this. This is all snot technique. So like if I take this apart, and that's one of the reasons why I built the bridge the way I did, is I want it to be removable, not because I need it to be module in case if I do decide to take it to any shows or anything, which I'm really hoping to do. I'm trying to do a lot of this snot technique because I don't have just countless tiles, and I really don't want to go buy just countless tiles. I did for the water because I have a lot of water-based projects planned in the future. So the water is something that I've been putting off for a long time, especially with some of the builds that I've had in the past and with more builds I have in the future planned. I really want to be able to have water in those builds. My plates that I've bought to go in and kind of create this ripple effect haven't came in yet. They're supposed to come in on Monday, so hopefully I'll be able to tear this up and get that going. But I'm going to go in and tile these off. That's where I'm going with this monologue, just because it looks super weird to me going from this flat surface to the studded surface, which is what Lego does and is, but I don't quite want it this studded. I'll probably go in and throw in a couple studs here and there just so that I can have figures standing on it. But the main goal is to go in and tile this off. I really like, I don't know if you can tell with the angle I've got, but I've got this sloped out. Originally I was going to just go straight up. The picture kind of shows it going straight up, but I feel like it really lacked texture. I feel like that's something that I'm really coming to terms with this picture, is that I'm basing all of my references off on building this, is texture and detail. A lot of the building is just, especially this one, it's just flat, and I don't know that I want flat giant walls. I mean, yes, this is Lego, but I feel like I could do more intricate things, and so I'm probably going to be taking a lot of creative liberties going forward and making this fortress my own. So with that, I got to tear all those plates off and retile it because I made them the height of this, and so I got to tear the plates off and replace it with the tiles. So we've gone ahead and done that, and it looks so much better. And after I did that, I went ahead and built this hollow base here that you're going to just slap these snot sides on. And I'm really pleased with how these plates are turning out. Just, oh, so beautiful. Look at that. Just slides right up there. I'm gonna need a lot more orange, though. Well, Monday has come, and it is time to attack something I've been dreading for weeks now. I have gone ahead and ordered these plates right here. We've ordered over 400, so we're going to tear it up and make it look like this. So with the screen time here, this is the huge deception. It looks like it took me 2 seconds. This took me like 6 hours to tear up and replace, but my word, was it worth it. And as promised, I got to give all that credit to my wife. She encouraged me to do that, and I really didn't want to, but it really was amazing. So thank you. Okay, so originally I was going to have the orange building here and here. and then start the mountain behind it, but I think it'll be more effective if I just end the building about here and start the rock work and then have the actual center of the building inside of the mountain. It'll save me a lot of pieces in the long term, and it'll also allow me to make the hangar bay bigger and allow the actual building to still look like an actual building and allow me to kind of integrate the hangar with the building. And that way you'll be able to see the hangar from the back. So this will kind of stop at the level of the floor, the rock face, so that you can see into the hangar and into the building from the back. So that's just where I'm going. So more tearing apart and rebuilding. Tore apart all the water, rebuilt all that. It's a lot of building and rebuilding, but as this is progressing, my vision of what this is going to become has gotten much bigger and much more defined. And so I'm really excited with the concept of this. I just really wish I wouldn't have built so much before having to tear and rebuild, but I think it'll work out in the end. I also went ahead and started building the mountain on the side of the building here, butted up to the water. I forgot to film it, but I did get a ton more brick, but I'm still trying to be smart with them. And so I am building this portion up here to try to make it hollow to save more bricks. Alright, so that about covers this update this week. We've added a lot. We've added this whole bridge. We've added this little bit of the front of the entrance here. We have recolored and replaced all of these blue tiles, going through there, giving that water effect. We've started the base for the building. We've established where we're going to fix our mechs. We have pushed this building to go all the way to the back so that you can see in from the back of the mountain. We have began working on the mountain itself by adding in this. This is all going to be covered up and mountainous going from here over. We have began again working on and updating our beautiful tank here. I've got the rest of these studs coming in. So we've done a lot of work, but there's still a long way to go. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you guys have any comments or ideas, ways I can improve the build, things you guys think are super crucial or necessary for the build, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. Remember to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome Lego builds. Until next time.